If you've ever played Stardew Valley, you understand the type of emotional damage that it gives you, leaving your psyche stained with a certain type of codependency that will never leave you and ruins your life forever. And today, I'm gonna be fighting back, alright? This is our group therapy session. I am ready to take back control of this area of my life, okay? These people have wronged me too many times. I am ready to go. I want my life back. And I'm sure you do too. If you've seen any of these people before, please call your local law firm just to cry on the phone with them and waste their time. Of course, we have a bunch of tiers that you may or may not know me by. I have a lot of weird ranking systems, and I'm not proud of it, but here we are anyway. Up top in our S tier is Andrew Tate's mugshot. It fills me with joy. I think it could be a new potential cure for cancer. I like seeing men lose. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel good. You know, you get in one of your 33 cars and you escape the police. Oh no, you can't because you're too busy thinking about the fact that you have 33 cars. Andrew Tate's was a sad existence, and you know what? It's even sadder now, and it fills me with joy. I'm more powerful than I've ever been in my life, and I don't plan to stop. I hope to take down a small empire soon. Next, we have convincing a small child of a harmless lie. I think the only role that an adult should have other than teacher or parent in a child's life is lie giver. Alright, I want to sit there and tell a child a very harmless lie that they will get very angry at me for in the future. One of my favorites is that wheat is actually just grass that they didn't mow for too long. I love that one. Another one that I love is that the stalagmites in caves are edible, but they don't give them to children because they cause bone deformities. I don't know where I came up with these, but I like spreading them around, and I hope one day that every single child has been inflicted with a lie that will change their life forever, but in no specific way. Convince a small child of a lie today. It is the only fun you can have at this age anymore, and I keep downing Monster Energy drinks and coming up with new ones, so I'm a constant source. Next, we have 1 a.m. melancholy reconnections. This is when I stay up a little too late and I start contacting people that I haven't talked to in years. If you got one of my 1 a.m. texts, I'm sorry. I will probably forget to text you ever again, but at that one moment when the stars aligned, you were the only thing on my mind, and now I think about it with fondness and sadness. A grave liminal space inside of my brain will be there forever. Next, we have youth pastor that might be fruity. The reason this is so low is because I honestly think that every single youth pastor that might be fruity has the worst jokes you've ever heard in your life. He's trying to make a Christian joke, okay? He is trying to make sure you think Jesus is cool, but also a little bit fun, a little bit spicy, a little bit MTV coded, okay? This youth pastor is going to convince you that he thinks that you are a cool little dude and he's gonna ruffle your hair, but in the future, he's gonna cry in the closet, just like me. We've all been there, okay? We've all fucking been there. Second to bottom tier is HBO Max ad for another show before the show you want to watch. It makes me so angry, okay? I clicked on that show. I have HBO Max already, okay? You're not gonna get any more money from me choosing to still have HBO Max. I clicked on a show for a certain reason. I want to watch that show. I chose that show because I want to watch it. I've already seen the banner ads for the other show you're giving me. If I wanted to be amongst the gods, I would have headed for the sky and not the ground, alright? Listen to me. I make my own choices in this life, and the path that I have honed out for myself is going to be my own, and you cannot influence it. Last but not least, we have Z Library going down. This is a metaphor. I never use Z Library. I would never do that. I never used it, okay. It looks like our list here is in alphabetical order, which is great because I'm dyslexic and I wouldn't have been able to organize them otherwise. First off, we have Abigail. I have really mixed feelings about Abigail, to be honest with you. I feel like I love her from afar, but she is terrifying to me when I get closer. Like, she works at a Rue 21 and is trying to sell me the cheapest, worst smelling perfume I've ever seen in my life, but I don't want to say no because she's hot. You know, I do find Abigail very attractive. I think she's gorgeous. I do think she's a product of the Wizard and Caroline, but that's not my business. It is my business and I will get involved in it. Abigail seems to be like one of those extroverts I'm really scared of. Like, some extroverts are great, don't get me wrong, but if she came up to me in the mall, I would cry. I would break down and cry, and I'd probably throw up on her shoes, and she would be really angry about it and storm off and then apologize to me later. I don't understand what you're looking at me like that for, Abigail. But at the same time, she is also a funny little rock eater, and I would give anything to eat rocks, so I admire her tenacity. You are terrifying to me, but damn, you do play that flute quite well. You are a bard. You are the absolute angel of music, okay? I think that's beautiful. I think we need more flute players like her who will absolutely destroy your psyche in the middle of the night. If I was married to her, I think I would deteriorate over time, but maybe in a fun way, you know? Maybe in a Ramona Flowers way. We don't know about that. I think that's kind of where she was supposed to be. She is a conflict in my mind at all times. She is the beauty of a sun catcher, but the blinding of the UV rays. Youth pastor who might be fruity because she gives the vibes that she's trying to connect with me, but she's also hiding something dark and secret, which is probably just that she is a child of infidelity. Next, we have Alex. Alex apologists, buckle up. Okay, start typing. I want you to start typing now so you can be done by the time I stop talking about Alex. I want you to get going. I want you to bring out your nastiest insults. I want you to tell me why exactly you hate me, why he's a good person. I will be reading all of them. Go for it. I like an essay. I will be grading you. I fucking hate Alex, okay? I don't care that he has a good backstory or a good reason to be like this, okay? I grew up in a sewer and I'm fine, theoretically. I have a couple of genetic issues, but I'm fine. I don't care. He might have some good backstory. He might be a sweet guy once you get to know him. Okay, I'm not going to take the time time to get to know him because he is being a dick to me at all times, and not in the same way as somebody else I will be talking about later, okay? Don't even peg me for that. Don't even go for me for that, because I know full well. I think he learned the word misogynist from the dictionary and decided to start using it as his personality, as his cover-up, and you know what? Pick a better one. I don't want to hear about football. He's the reason that my entire Twitter is clogged up with football tags, okay? I don't want to hear about that. I don't like football. I don't like sports. I want to hear about people fighting. I want to hear about people slapping each other in the Walmart parking lot. He is clogging that up. He's the kind of person who would sell steroids and then be kind of concerned when they started working. I think that you need to move on and become better and make a conscious choice to be a good person, Alex. Otherwise, I don't fuck with you. HBO Max ad, he is impeding my daily life. I don't want to see him. I have already made my choice and he is not going to be influencing it. He's just wasting my time. I had to Google this woman earlier, even though I did her entire storyline, okay? I don't understand where she came from. But now that I've done some Googling and refreshed my memory and seen the Fountain of Youth, Birdie, hi, how's it going? Birdie is a part of the 1.5 update for Ginger Island, and I appreciate her presence because she looks like she has contained every single person's soul who has passed away over the years. She is the book of life. She will read out your exact date and time of death, and she will be remorseful of it. She will guide you through it. She is the spirit that will take you to the afterlife because goddamn, she is old. But like, for her age, is she not looking incredible? Are you kidding me? Look at her shadow. Look at her brows. She looks great. This woman is ethereal. She is my grandma who will take me from dimension to dimension trying out different drugs with me. I think she's been on more ketamine than any horse has ever tried in its life, and I appreciate that. You know, you gotta look up to somebody, and I think in my case it's gonna be Birdie. I want hair like that looks like sea moss with flowers in it. I wish that were me. Goddamn, I wish that were me. A being that's like a biblically accurate angel that floats around in your room at all times, giving you unnerving nightmares, but also taking them away the second you start screaming. Birdie killed God, unfortunately. You know, I don't know what to say about that, but you know what? If you can do it, okay, I respect ya. 1 a.m. melancholy reconnection, mostly because of the fact that I feel like I would see her in my dreams. I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do to you. So we have the bouncer here, and you would think I would have nothing to say about this man, okay? You would think I could not even pull something out of my ass here, but guess what I did? One night, a few months ago when I was playing Stardew, I decided to come up with a very detailed explanation of his backstory and how he got here. So I'm gonna read that to you and then rank him based on that. This is a personality that I have given him, and Concerned Ape would probably murder me for. Put me on the cross, buddy, I'm gonna read it anyway. So the bouncer, he used to be a hitman, one of the best Northeast Chicago had ever seen. He kept his personal life to a minimum, lived in the shadows, drank a little too much, but I digress. He didn't do it for the money, not even because he wanted to be told that somebody was proud of him, because he didn't get that in his childhood. He really loved the sensation of killing and taking a life, and he drank the blood himself. That was the only nourishment he got. It's the only way he got iron. He was extremely iron deficient, and that's why he originally started killing, to get the iron from somebody else's blood, but he fell in love with it. He's a very odd man, but I appreciate the grind. The only person that he ever let into his little hitman world was his girlfriend Melanie from Brooklyn. She had a nice Brooklyn accent. I want you to imagine this. Melanie was pretty keeping to herself. They never really got that close. She didn't want anything to do with his business. She knew about it, but she didn't like getting her hands dirty. She wanted no blood under her fingernails. You understand what I mean? It all went really well for him. He was having his best life. He felt like he was in a really beautiful state of mind. He felt like he had the life he had always wanted as a child, until he got a request to kill Melanie from an anonymous source. Why would anyone want to do that? I mean, like, seriously, Melanie kept her hands dry. She was completely away from this. She was completely disconnected. So he didn't know anything about why anyone would want to harm her. Nobody had ever wronged her that she knew of, and she had never wronged anybody. That's why they got along so well, because she knew she was never in danger. However, this bugged the bouncer. He couldn't just say no. He couldn't just forget about this. He needed to know why somebody wanted Melanie dead. Was she hiding something? Was she some kind of spy? Was she out to get him too? So he investigated. The person calling in the request had pretty poor security, poor judgment. His IP address was relatively easy to find, okay? You know, anybody could do it. Anybody with a browser could do it. And in a fit of blind rage, he goes to that house, only to find his ex-boyfriend Javier, who he broke up with 5 years ago, out there begging on his knees, saying, please take me back, please, I want to be with you again, I can't live my life like this anymore. He really needed the bouncer back. That was the only thing holding him together. But the bouncer said no. The bouncer said he was happy with the life he had created. Javier was a figment of his past, and he didn't want to go back to that. He had moved on already. He had taken his sweet time moving on, but he felt good about where he was, and Javier couldn't live with that. So he quietly detonated a bomb between the couch cushions that the bouncer was sitting on. The bouncer heard the very silent hiss of the bomb while Javier was still talking. He jumped out the window. He broke his wrist, and now he was terrified. Javier knew what he was. Javier could report him to the police at any time if he survived. He didn't know if Javier was going to survive or not, if he was going to escape, but he couldn't take that risk, so he packed everything up and he moved to Stardew Valley alone, where he met a mischievous and mystery man named Mr. Key, who was blue as fuck. He was probably in the Blue Man Group, we don't know. He was offered a lucrative job where he could only go by the bouncer. He was instructed to be as weird and odd and off-putting as possible. It was the perfect job for him. He could stay safe, he could become a new person, but he still got to be weird as hell. That's where we know him today. He was almost blown up by his ex-lover, and he still thinks about Javier, constantly wondering how his life would be different if he just went back to him. Anyway, I love the bouncer now dearly, but I feel like his life choices were kind of odd and weird, and I don't feel safe around him that much. I feel like he has made some interesting choices. I really do. I'm gonna say 1 a.m. melancholy reconnection because I feel like he fantasizes about having one with Melanie. I think he still thinks about her every day. Caroline, oh my god, we've got Abigail's mother and possibly the lover of the wizard. Now, the wizard is an interesting human being to me, so we're gonna get to him at some point, but Caroline, I feel like, God, she is trapped. You know, I don't support any kind of cheating, okay? I think that is completely shitty. I think you are a shitty human being if you cheat on anybody. However, if you were trapped in a marriage with Pierre, of all people, I can cut you a little bit more slack, okay? I really can. Caroline reminds me of somebody who has lost themselves so much in the life that they've chosen. They have completely isolated themselves from society that she has become a new person. I feel like she has become something different and completely an amalgamation of every single person in this town. She has only been absorbing people's personalities over and over again while still keeping her devoid of any emotion. I want to know Caroline's backstory. Where did she come from? Why is she like this now? What brought her to Pierre's arms, and how do we get her away from this man? I hate Pierre so much with my whole heart. HBO Max ad, I think. I feel sorry for her, I really do, but there is no life behind this, alright? There is no future for Caroline. See, the reason I didn't put Alex in the bottom tier is because I had to save it for a very certain selection of people, and Clint is one of them. Clint is my enemy. I hate him worse than Pierre. I hate him worse than Alex. I hate him worse than a couple other people we'll mention later. Clint is the dying, painful breath of somebody who has been suffering their entire life, okay? Somebody who has nothing to look back on. Somebody whose flash of their life before their eyes before they die is empty and filled with sorrow. Clint is the feeling of running out of your antidepressants and feeling the impending doom of the brain zaps that are about to come on you. I think that he is the worst possible person that you could have pulled out of the depths of hell, and yet he's still swinging. They wouldn't make him king because everybody hated him down there too much, and it was hell. You know something's wrong when people are kicking you out of hell, alright? Clint needs to be studied so that we know what happened here. Fuck you, Clint. Z Library going down. He was the reason Z Library went down, I fear. I think it's that. I think that he was the person who was torrenting and removing it. He is the only person who has fantasized about watching 50 Shades of Grey. This guy smashed his own finger with a rock and then started eating the bones. I hate him, okay? I don't even have concrete evidence. I'm just a hateful, spiteful person. Other than Emily, okay? You know what? The concrete evidence is just that I don't like him. Demetrius, let me get real for a moment. I really wish that there were other characters of color here because I don't like that Demetrius is one of the only ones and they made him into a bad father. I don't like that. That's not something I really think was a good choice. He is a horrible father to both Sebastian and Maru, alright? I cannot trust this man. He gives you such this false impression that he is the town hero, that he has grown every single fruit by hand and he will be giving them to you, that he has taken the entire town and rebuilt it from the ground up, that he's the scientist that's gonna cure cancer. I mean, I bet his scientific work is fantastic. I really do. I just don't understand why he has to treat Maru like she's an object, and he has to treat Sebastian like he's a piece of lint under the floor that he keeps stomping down, but it keeps coming back up. It's not gay son, thought daughter anymore. It is scientist daughter, seen son, and he has hated both of them, and I just despise it. I really do. Alright, don't talk to me that way. He thinks that I'm gonna steal Maru. You know what? I might kiss her on the lips. Why not? Does it make you mad, Demetrius? Did your strawberry experiment start failing because I kissed your daughter so passionately? I'm gonna put him with Abigail, and you're gonna have to hear me out here, okay? This is the most repressed man I've ever seen in my life, okay? He was never taught how to handle his emotions. He was never taught how to be a parent. He is just constantly hiding himself away, but all that comes out is the anger. Demetrius, we can fix you, but it's not gonna be me. The dwarf. Hi, dwarf little baby. Hi, little dwarf baby. I love you. I want to kiss you on the forehead and ruffle the hair that you don't have. The single patch of weird moss-like fur that's on your head. I'm gonna ruffle it like you're my kid. I want to adopt the dwarf. I I want him to consume all of my thoughts and make me into some kind of horrible vessel for a demon. I think that the dwarf shops at Hot Topic, but he won't tell anybody about that because that's not real emo behavior. No, he shops from only thrift stores and he gets all his punk t-shirts from Depop. He would never go into a Hot Topic, but I saw him there at the mall last week and he asked me what I was doing there. Buddy, what were you doing at the Devil's Sacrament? How about that? But he's still my son and I will adopt him and I will take care of him for the rest of my life. It's just that I have mixed emotions about him. I feel like I'm in a love-hate relationship with my own son. Isn't that sad? Not in a Demetrius way though, okay? I care about him. I would never be rude to him. He is my baby. I want to lift him up and throw him into the air and watch him giggle like a child. I don't know if he can do that, but I'm gonna find out. The dwarf's little rubies, I think that he hoards them and he just pulls one out of his jacket like he's selling you ketamine. I love you. Convincing a small child of a harmless lie because he's my small child and I'm lying to him about what a real emo is. Okay. I know full well some Elliot stans are here because I've talked to some of you, okay? I know you. However, oh my god. Okay, imagine you're walking into a business meeting, alright? You're a business major. You're a horrible person. If you're a business major sitting in a Starbucks and this guy comes in, he's got a little ponytail on, okay? He's got a ponytail and he's got a leather-bound journal that was probably $130. The pages are not lined nor dotted. They are simply blank. He comes in, he puts a speaker on the table, okay? And it is important that you imagine yourself as a business major here because it's all gonna come together, I swear. He puts his speaker on the table and he starts blasting Lana Del Rey. You know, when a man listens to Lana Del Rey, you gotta run. And then he takes out this pen. He takes out this fountain pen. He writes with a fountain pen in Starbucks and he starts writing out song lyrics and he starts singing them to the Lana Del Rey song, okay? Over Lana's voice. And you are just trying to talk about finances and you're a horrible person, okay? And you think to yourself, nobody can be more pretentious than me. You won the Man of the Pretentious Year award, alright? And then you look over and you see him and you think, God, that is the most pretentious man I've ever seen in my life as a business major. That is when you know you fucked up, okay? He is still writing with his fountain pen. He looks over and he nods his head up, you know, like men do. And he says, you know, Starbucks matcha tea lattes aren't real. You gotta get the good stuff. You gotta get the real stuff. That has a ton of sugar in it. And then he goes back to singing his Lana Del Rey lyrics and writing them down. And oh my god, you have never felt more blind rage in your life. HBO Max ad for another show before you watch the show you want to watch. You know what I mean? You get what I feel at this point? Emily! Oh my god, I love her so much. As a weird child, okay, I was a really weird kid. I got into physical fights in kindergarten. I started trying to collect my own hair to make a hair doll out of it at age 7. I was the kind of person who would try and eat plastic gems in the grocery store when they were put on little princess play sets. I was odd, and I feel very much that I identify with Emily in that way. I feel like she is the epitome of a very sweet but off-putting child, okay? She is so special to me. She sews the most beautiful clothes. She is a tailor, okay? One of my favorite professions ever because I feel like tailors are the best people. You walk into a tailor's house, you're gonna smell a really weird candle, but it's kind of smelling good. I mean, it smells a little bit earthy, but it smells good. And she's gonna put a flower crown on your head and accidentally spin you into the fan and your hair's gonna get caught in the fan, but you won't even be mad about it because it's Emily. Everybody grew up trying to be quirky because of the way that we were programmed as kids, and she actually did it. She never meant to. She's just like me, for real. She was the person who was drawing sparkle dogs on DeviantArt first. She was the first person to come up with that. Did you know that? I want to know if she can read minds or not because I'm getting that vibe from her, but I don't want to assume. You know, that's not something you assume about somebody. I'm gonna put her in Andrew Tate's mugshot because I think she would also laugh at that with me. I think she was one of the people who helped track him down. I think she was one of the people who put a black eye in his eye socket, you know? I know her name is Evelyn. I know Evelyn is the granny of the town, but I always feel like I'm gonna call her Ethel. I don't know, she just looks like an Ethel. She is very sweet to me, but I feel like she's putting on a facade. You know when you first meet a lot of old people and they seem really sweet and then you start like talking to them and sharing your personality and start wondering if maybe they were somebody that would have thrown rocks at you in high school? You remember that? I feel like Evelyn is one of those people who would say she's socially liberal but fiscally conservative. I really want to be friends with her, but I feel like if I got too close to her, I'd start hating her, which is my problem. I don't want to know that side of her. I want to see Evelyn as that granny figure. I really do. She proposes this. She wants me to feel like this towards her, but she doesn't want to know about me either. It's this mutual distaste for each other's actual personalities. And if we keep it from afar, we would be great friends. You know, I bring her a cookie every once in a while. I bring her a little diamond, okay? I truly find it to be a beautiful relationship that we have now, but I swear to God, you tell me one thing that you saw on TV and I will hate you. However, I have no hate for you. 1 a.m. melancholy reconnection, 100%. Oh my God, it's George. Oh, Lord God, it's George. Okay. I don't know where to begin with George because I feel like I'm wrong for some of the feelings I have toward him. He is really rude, and usually I kind of like the snarky guys like him. I kind of like when they're a little bit snarky, but not necessarily insulting. He never insults me. He's just done with life, and I understand at that age I would be too. However, he is just so needlessly annoying. No, I'm remembering things now. I was right the whole time. Didn't he get mad at Linus? Didn't he get mad at Linus for rifling through the trash? All right, buddy. No, go to hell, okay? You've got 2 minutes to become a better person because the Grim Reaper is coming for you and cremation urns can't be returned with shit in them. What's all this, George? Also, he likes leeks, which is weird to me. Why? George voted for Tulsi Gabbard. Z Library going down, I think. I have to put him there. Just because he messed with my man Linus, okay? Linus is my guy. Linus is special to me. Linus is my little scrungly. You do not mess with Linus. Get right with this earth before you leave it, buddy. This is Gil, right? His name is Gil. Like, what did you do to your parents when you came out the birth canal that made them want to inflict that on you? I'm sorry, buddy. I really can't help you here, though. Why does he exist? I know he exists to be there for the Monster Hunter goals, but I just feel like he's taunting me. You know, I do have parental issues. However, this guy, he just worsens them. I feel like he is a disapproving father. And then on his deathbed, he's gonna take one final breath and say that he always wished I was different and then die like that and leave me with years of therapy. I feel like he is the father that nobody wants, but everybody is inflicted with. I think he's one of those people that opposes birth control. I'm gonna go with youth pastor that might be fruity. All dads that act like this have a repressed issue or two. Govna? Okay. He didn't think my Lewis Pants joke was funny, and if you don't think I'm funny, that makes me mad. So Z Library going down. Fuck you, laugh at my joke. Grandpa himself, the old owner of the farm, the hand-me-down of all hand-me-downs, the thrift store version of your dad. He has more Stardew Valley lore than anybody else because what the hell is going on here? Alright, what kind of afterlife exists in Stardew Valley that this man is able to light candles? Where did he go? Is he in heaven? Is this what heaven is? Why is he a ghost sometimes? What's going on with the religious system here? I get that Yoba exists here, but I kind of feel like Grandpa is an amalgamation of Yoba. I think that he is Yoba, which leads me to believe that Birdie killed him, but whatever, I guess it's fine. Grandpa is somebody who acts as a figure of guidance in your life, but he's not a good one either. He just leaves you to fend for yourself and then gets mad when you don't do it correctly. However, he's a bitch. He's a catty bitch, and I love that. You know, I feel like Grandpa is just like me. I can definitely see myself coming from this man, whether he is God or man, and I think the reason that he was confined to that shitty bed is because he was too powerful for it, okay? Evelyn and George had to play ping pong on his ass, otherwise he would escape. He has the spirit of 1,000 wolves inside of him, and he will be attacking you. He has had more influence on the grass growing than the sun ever has. You know, this guy. I think that Grandpa is very much convincing a small child of a harmless lie because he would do that. He invented the practice, and I also think that he's God. Gunther, who I accidentally call these two the same names. I've been playing this game for years, okay? I call Gus Gunther and I call Gunther Gus constantly, and it will never stop. This is just Billy Ray Cyrus. That's my problem here. Did Billy Ray Cyrus also escape the country singer life like the bouncer did and come here to Stardew Valley? Because that's just Billy Ray Cyrus. I don't know. Is his heart a little bit achy breaky? Because mine is. I wish that he would come out from behind his little area sometime. You know, I want to talk to the man, but all he does is provide me with goods and services, and I don't appreciate that. I want to get to know him. He doesn't have a personality because I'm scared if he starts talking, he will sound like Billy Ray Cyrus and I will find him out. He is no good actor. Where is Miss Montana? HBO Max ad for another show before the show you actually want to watch. So now we have Gus, who is the antithesis of Gunther, actually. I love this man, okay? I'm so sorry that I keep getting his name wrong. I love you so much, Gus. Gus is so important to me. Gus is the Angel Batista of this entire squad, okay? He is sweet, he is kind, he has a beautiful heart, he has been lovely to every single person in Stardew Valley. He was one of the first that welcomed me in. He took me into his open arms and he made me feel safe and loved. And he has helped out my man Linus, so he's a friend of mine. I think that he is one of those people that lives in a small town and makes really good chili, and everybody says it's Gus's famous chili, and everybody gets really excited. But he has never been married in his life, and he is chronically lonely, unfortunately, not because nobody wants him, but because he can't let himself get close to people. He thinks that he owes people too much to allow himself to truly be loved, and that's so sad to me. Convincing a small child of a harmless lie. I love you, my son. Oh God, here it is. Haley, okay? Haley. It's Haley. Oh my god, it's Haley. Haley is the most important person in my life in the entirety of Stardew Valley, the most important one you'll ever see, and we are married. I have married Haley in 6 separate save files, working on a 7th, okay? I love Haley. Haley is my favorite. I will never be able to go for another because she is everything I want and more. And the reason I brought this up with Alex is because she is a very different type of rude. She is snarky, but she is not mean. She will never say something misogynistic. She will never say something about your looks. And before you comment about that makeup thing, I think that was a compliment. I think she was saying, wait, you're not wearing any makeup? You look like you're wearing makeup, okay? That's what I got from her because I know her for real. Anyway, Haley is sunshine to me. Haley is that person that you really have to get to know to love, but you appreciate her fully by getting to know her for that. She is the person who will take charge and make sure that you know that you are hers now. And I love that. Nope, let me stop talking right now. I love Haley. Also, I love blondes. I really do. You're going with your sister, baby girl. I love you so much. Haley, you are everything. Thank you for feeding the chickens this morning. I love you with my whole heart. That cutscene with the cows, this woman had my heart from day one and she put it in a locket and she started putting it in resin so that I would never be able to get it back. Good lord. Hello, Harvey. First of all, I would like to give a shout out to Atmospheres who cosplays Harvey a lot because I'm going to be saying very rude things about Harvey and I want you all to know that I do love Atmos even though he has chosen to cosplay Harvey. Okay? Check out Atmos on Twitch. Alright, listen, I have a mistrust for doctors anyway. I don't like doctors. I hate a doctor, but this doctor in particular, holy shit, I hate this man. He would say, you're taking this too hard, okay? I was making a joke. Trust me, I'm a nice guy. I'm nice. I'm a nice guy. I'm really nice, okay? I've been nothing but nice this whole time to you. I make one bad joke. He looks like a Muppet, first of all. Second of all, he has been on 4chan very frequently recently and had to use Tor to access it at one point because what he was about to post is so egregious that the cops would come to his house. Harvey thinks that he is the epitome of the nicest man on earth, that he's doing everybody a favor by being the only doctor in town, okay? I'd rather die. Trust me, I would rather get sepsis and die in my own house than be ever in his care. Harvey thinks that he is the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned, but I'm here to tell you that he is just a Muppet in weird clothes, okay? Thank you. Z Library going down because he would say academics need to be paid for their work. Yeah, they're not getting paid $120 for their work. The company is getting paid a lot of that money. Alright? Yes, academics do need to be paid for their work. Not $120 though. I'm just trying to learn. Hey, it's the goblin. Okay, cool. What am I supposed to do with this? Was he supposed to be one of the extras in Toy Story for the claw machine and he got put out so he looks like this now? So he does this now? This is his life force because acting didn't work out? I love a little goblin. I really do. I love a little creature. I love a little thing under the bridge, but not this man. He is evil. He has bad intentions. He didn't show up to his daughter's graduation because he had a football game to watch that day and he had bet so much money in it in fantasy football that he was about to go broke if he didn't watch. Gambling addiction is a very serious and harmful thing, but he's not addicted to it. He just didn't want to see his daughter, so he had to make up some kind of excuse for it. HBO Max ad for another show before the show you want to watch. Absolutely. What's up with Jas? Jas is a spoiled little kid, but I kind of respect it. You know when kids are funny when they're rude? Kids are hilarious when they're rude. I like seeing a kid kick some ass, okay? I like seeing a kid call somebody a shithead. I think that's funny. And you know what? I think it's funny when she does it too, especially to me. I know you think that nobody's fun to play with. I know you don't want to go on your 2 children's school route with Penny. I don't think that sounds like a very good life, so I think that you should get to be a little rude as a treat. I think you should get to be a little bit of a brat as a treat. I think that's a great idea. And I hope Marnie lets you. I hope she understands that you are in a predicament here. There's really nothing for a kid to do in Stardew Valley. It's a farm. You know, what's she gonna do? Draw in the dirt? I'm gonna go with 1 a.m. Melancholy Reconnection, but not with her, I mean with Marnie. I want to ask Marnie what's going on here, okay? I really do. Jody, okay. Somebody has to say it. This woman is so hot. I know that she's not the best parent to Sam, but she's also an overworked single mother, and I understand that. I think that she spends all of the family money on QVC, and then she hides it by saying that the money's going to Sam's college fund, but he will never see it. And you know what? Again, she's a single mom. I will let her slide on this. I really will. I think Sam's gonna be fine. I don't even think Sam is gonna go to college, okay? I think that Sam will be okay. Jody will not be okay unless she gets the Pyrex set from QVC, okay? So let her have this. Let her shop till she drops. She's one of the callers. She's been on the radio before, calling her favorite radio station, telling them to play Kiss because she likes Kiss, but she doesn't want anyone to know that she likes Kiss, so she refuses to buy the albums. She has to wait for them to come on radio requests. She is so hot. She isn't Haley. She's no Haley, but wow. Youth pastor that might be fruity energy. I know that's a lower tier, but I mean it kindly, okay? I mean it in the way that I put Abigail in that tier. Where do we even begin on Kent? Truly, where am I supposed to go here? What am I supposed to do with Kent? I don't want to say anything rude about this man, because I know he was off in the war. But also, what war? What war? What was going on when I moved to this town? What war was happening? I need to know. Was there Stardew Valley 9/11? Did that happen? I've already been over this with Animal Crossing. What was the war about? Is it oil? What is the political stance of Stardew Valley? We've got a mayor, but what else do we have? I don't know where to stand here. What was he fighting for? What side was he on? Were we the good guys or the bad guys in this war? This would determine my entire thesis about this man. Alright, what was he doing there? Did he kill any innocents? Was he an innocent person killer? What do we got going on here? What is behind this veneer? Because I don't know. All I know is that if you give him a bomb, it's a horrifying experience. I thought Stardew Valley was peaceful. So did the bouncer. That's why he moved here. He thought he would never get caught. What is the war, Kent? Anyway, HBO Max ad. Krobus! Oh my god. I wish Krobus wasn't at the end of the game because I feel like he is such a treasure. I feel so bad for people who will never get to like year 3 or whatever it takes for them to fill up the entire museum and won't see him. That is so sad to me. He should be easily accessible because I find him to be one of the best parts of the game. Krobus, I raised him from an egg. I saw him grow up. I don't know what the hell he is, but he's cute as hell. And I think that Krobus is a form of poetry. I think that he is the silence that you can befriend. I think that Krobus is the last breath before falling asleep that you will love and cherish for the rest of your life, and then you go silent. He is a connection to a world we do not know about, and he shops at Kroger. Somehow he's been able to find coupons. Where are you finding them, Krobus? Not that I've been to a Kroger in a little while. I don't have one near me, but when I did used to shop at Kroger, they stopped using coupons and it pissed me off. What's that about? You hate me? You want me to die? A top tier baby. My top tier son, okay? He blends in with the abyss and he will shine any light straight through him. He is a beautiful representation of everything that I love about the earth. Leah, baby girl, I love you. I love you so much. Oh my god, my woodworker. I love a granola lesbian, I really do. And we all know she's gay, okay? You don't need to give me any of that shit, alright? Leah is the gayest possible Stardew Valley character, and I mean that. Every time I see one of her sculptures, every time I see her walking around, I am just in awe of her. Not even in a romantic way, I am just in awe that she exists. She seems like the Greek goddess Athena. I think that we should form a new religion around this woman. Also, she's kind of a petty bitch. I just wish she didn't hang around with Elliot. My theory is that she wants to put Elliot in a jar and like shake him around until he becomes one with the soil and she can make a terrarium out of him. That's all I got. Convincing a small child of a harmless lie, and that harmless lie is that Leah is not God, but it isn't harmless. Okay, Leah is God. Oh, what's going on? Hold on. This is my second day of trying to record this tier list. A, because it's one of the longest raw footage videos I've ever filmed, and B, I had a crisis yesterday, which means the rest of this tier list is going to be quite punchy. I hope you're excited. Leo is another Ginger Island character, I think. I'm pretty sure. Why would I say I think when I'm 100% sure about that? Just another one of God's little tests for me, I fear. Leo is like a bird that you adopt from the pet store that's kind of a little too human-like. He reminds me of the same kind of terrifying vibe. Like, you know, your parrot's gonna repeat a social security number to you one day, and then you're gonna have to deal with that. But I think Leo's on the opposite spectrum, you know? He wasn't adopted by humans, he was a human adopted by birds. So now he's got that bird-like charm to him, and I think that's gonna do quite well. I think a bird-like charm is exactly what you need to get into art school, so I think he would be a good artist, you know? He's got so much heart and intelligence in him, he's great, he's just a little guy. He would truly go in the channel I made in one of my Discord servers with my friends. It's called Little Guys. I made a channel just for little guys. Sometimes the little guys in that channel are 40-year-old men. This guy's fantastic. I love him. I think he's gonna grow up into such a fucked up little human being. I mean, his mother didn't raise a quitter, but she sure did raise a little guy, so I'm excited for him. I'm excited to see what kind of hard rock metal he puts out after he finds out that he was adopted. This feels mean. I might put him in there anyway. Convincing a small child of a harmless lie. I'm sorry, Leo. I'm sorry. I don't think any lies that you were told were harmless, but you know what, buddy? It's the right tier for you. I hate to say it. Why do they keep showing me these men? I don't understand. I'm really quite pissed off about it. I thought this tier list was Lewis exclusionary. I thought I could put Lewis in here and never have to see him again. Really, I wish I could. I wish that I could put Lewis on a boat and go to bed sleeping well at night, knowing full well that it was a full-scale reproduction of the Titanic in the way that it sinks as well. I know we don't have the icebergs for that anymore due to climate change, but I'll make one from scratch, maybe out of fiberglass. I think that'll hit a lot better. Lewis is the Jeff Bezos of Stardew Valley, and I don't mean because he's rich, I mean because he doesn't give a shit about anybody. I mean he would sell a dog to a dog-killing factory just for a couple bucks. How has this man ran unopposed on StardewValley.gov? I don't understand. He's got the personality of a saltine cracker coated in concrete. I can't do this anymore. If he were to die and we were to have a funeral, he would have to be buried at sea so nobody could come and set his body on fire. This guy has ruined so many many lives. I feel it. Even my grandpa, even this man, even God hates him. Lewis is the Antichrist. Z library going down 100%. Linus, my baby. Linus is everything to me, okay? I've been defending him this whole time, just leading up to this, because I am ready to shell out everything for this man, okay? Linus is the only person who would be able to puppeteer Big Bird after Carol Spinney died, okay? The rest of you, you're all great, but I feel like you could turn on me. Linus, however, we've both been in the trenches before. We understand what it's like. We are one and the same. Me and Linus, we exist on the same plane. I feel a deep, intense connection to him, and I feel like Linus is the only person that I will ever be able to truly put my faith in. Linus has taken over the earth, kind of like, remember after Chernobyl when all of the animals came back in and recovered it? This is what Linus is to me. He's one of those animals. He might have a little radiation in him, but he's doing great. He hasn't grown a third eye yet, so I don't care. I think that Linus is the only beacon of sunshine in the deep, dark winter nights of Stardew Valley, okay? He is the only person that we can see a true goodness in. He is without sin. He has not been corrupted yet. I think Linus is some kind of journey. I think Linus is a representation of a journey through life. I feel like Linus is not a person, but a concept. Linus is the heart of this town, and I will die on this hill, okay? Linus means the world to me. Where would you be without that feeling of comfort and safety that brings you home every single day? Because it's Linus, and you should be thanking him for that. He is also probably kin with a squirrel. I feel like he has very squirrel-like tendencies in his brain. That is a compliment. I think that he has the brain power and the moxie to store up some nuts, you know what I mean? I think he is the epitome of a feeling that you cannot describe otherwise. Thank you very much, Linus. Andrew Tate's mugshot. He killed Andrew Tate himself. What is his fucking name? Marlon. Marlon. I love that Marlon is right next to Marnie because I know full well they're having a fling outside of Lewis's grasp, and I'm proud of her for that. He will never stop getting to you. He will slowly burrow inside of your brain like a parasite and start munching on it. He is not a leech, but a roundworm, and he will be making you fucked up, okay? He's gonna give you a disease. Marlon, on the other hand, I wish I knew more about him. What is his eye patch from? Who did that to him? Why does he have cool hair? I want that hair. I think that hair is really cool. He is so weird. He's so odd. I wish I knew more about him. He seems very kind when he picks me up in the mines, but also don't pick me up in the mines. I can handle myself. I want to wake up surrounded in blood and barely survive, okay? Don't take me out if I'm doing something. I didn't ask for that. He's always like, oh, we lost your stuff. No, you just didn't want to pick it up, okay? I didn't ask for you to be here. But I'm glad that he's taking care of Marnie, even if it is on the side. Again, I don't condone that. I don't support that. However, it is Lewis, so we do have to keep that in mind here when we're sentencing Marnie. Sometimes she's a player, all right? Sometimes she is, and we have to deal with that. But Marlon, I guess he's fine. I really do. I guess he's fine. That is all I can get from him. At least he gets my bombs back from the caves. I appreciate that. But other than that, he has no flavor. He has no grasp of reality on him. He's just sitting there in his little cage. I think that he can only exist in one state, and if he tries to move, he glitches out of reality. Youth pastor who might be fruity, that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from him. Very one-dimensional, but also two-dimensional. You just can't see the other side of him. You know what I mean? Marnie, here we are, finally. Okay, hi, Miss Cheater. Welcome home, Cheater. I don't appreciate it. I think that you need to somehow kill Lewis. I think that's our only option here. I'll help you, okay? You're not going into this alone, Marnie. I can help you get rid of Lewis. I'm fine with that. I want him gone, okay? I have a vendetta against this man, and I like revenge. I want to take his skull, cut it in half, and make it into a cup that I can put soup in. But Marnie, dear Marnie, my baby, my wonderful little girl, I just have to explain something to you, okay? I cannot be kind to you for much longer because we have to go over something here, and we all know what I'm about to say. You are never in your goddamn shop and my animals are starving, alright? I do not prepare for the winter. I'm not some kind of bear. I don't know how to hibernate. I live every day like it's my last. You think I'm gonna stock up? No, I need to buy hay for my animals. You sold me those exact children, and you're gonna let them die? You're gonna let them starve out there? You're gonna let them suffer and wither away to bone? That's sickening. Don't do that to me. How do you even make any money to stay alive? You have never been in that shop before. I come in, I'm ready to give you my multi-million dollars. You say pray to the Lord for rain, and I do. I get on my knees and I pray to the Lord for rain, and all you give me is fire from the sky. Don't you have any remorse for what you do? Don't you have any remorse left in your heart for what you do to these poor animals and to me and to my farm? I don't think you do. And that might be why you're able to be with Lewis, because I cannot see you being emotional and being able to attach to him. I think that would kill you. Marnie has no grip on the human psyche. I'm convinced of it. I really don't understand any other way that we could explain this, okay? HBO Max ad for another show before the show you want to watch. I'm sorry, I hate this motherfucker. I do. I love her. I have some things that I love about her. I think she's a girl boss. I think she's taking advantage of Lewis, which I appreciate, but not this, okay? Not this. Maru. Hi, baby girl. I love Maru. She is so cute. I think she has one of the cutest character designs in Stardew. I love her purple aesthetic. I feel like the colors work so well on her, like her hair. Oh my god. I I have so much sympathy for Maru because she had to deal with whoever her mother is and the divorce and all that, whatever happened with Demetrius in his past life, but also she's had to deal with just being Demetrius's daughter, and I'm really sorry about that. I love her little science-y shit. I think that's adorable. I love seeing her build her little robots. You ever seen that cutscene? That's so important to me. I hope that she gets a job at NASA. I feel like she's a great friend. She's so cute. I think that her and Penny are in a relationship. I really do. They sit there and they read their little books together and they talk shit. I think that they're in love. I think that her and Penny have such a common ground of education. I think that they are going to take on the world together. I think they're going to blast off in a rocket ship and accidentally go down and die, but that's okay because we will remember them. Yes, we will. And they will have died doing what they both love, okay? Educating, because that is going to provoke a huge discovery about the solar system. But while we have these two girls here, convincing a small child of a harmless lie, because I think she would find out some kind of horrific discovery and a kid like Jas would ask her about it and she would tell them a lie to keep them safe because she's that nice of a cutie, okay? Morris. Okay, here's the thing. I hate this man. He's so fucking annoying, but also I don't hate Joja quite as much as I wish I did just because I hate Pierre. Okay, I hate their entire message. I do hate Pierre. I don't think there's a good side of this. I don't think there's a good side to go on. I don't think Pierre's side is good. I think Joja's side is worse, but I truly do not like that other man. So Morris, I understand why you have a vendetta out for him, but you cannot do it this way. You cannot do it Amazon style. I think you should just rob his store. That's a lot better. If you hate Pierre that much, just rob his store. I will come with you. Fuck Pierre, certainly, but also fuck giant corporations. Corporations that take advantage of their workers, make them work in horrible conditions, don't give the correct breaks, break a lot of labor laws, don't pay taxes. Fuck those big corporations. And Morris, you're a part of that. You are perpetuating that. However, he also just looks stupid. I'm sorry, those are the stupidest glasses I've ever seen. What are you looking at? You know, it's obviously not pussy. I don't understand what's going on here. Fuck you. If he was a clown, his name would be PP the Clown. I don't know what kind of insult that was. That wasn't a drag, but I feel it deep in my heart. Like, I didn't mean it as a, ooh, that's a good drag. I meant it as, this is something I feel. You know, this is something I feel inside of me. Z library going down, I guess. I don't know. Morris, I hate you. Get a life. Mr. Key. Now, of course, Mr. Key is involved with the bouncer here in my little backstory, but I'm gonna still be giving Mr. Key his own ranking because I don't fully involve him in this story. You know, he's the ending point, but he's his own person. Mr. Key baffles me. First of all, why is this man blue? It makes me think that he's related to Grandpa in some way and he may be his own part of the god system, his own part of the belief system. However, he's also just a snarky little guy. I feel like he'd work in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, but he's above Willy Wonka and Willy Wonka's just his puppet. I want his hat. I want his hat and cloak. Those two things fuck. I'm sorry, they do. Those are gorgeous. Alright, Mr. Key, you kind of look stylish. You kind of look good. I won't lie to you. This guy has kissed Giorgio Armani. Mr. Key is like the owner of 60 gay nightclubs and he gets so much money and yet he never visits. He never visits them because he's scared of his own creation. Mr. Key, go out there. What is he doing out here? You know, it's very curious to me. He has to be some kind of horrific eldritch being because there's no other explanation. There's no other explanation why he would be so fascinated with me too. Like what? Why? Why do you like me so much? I think that he is a trickster, he's a jokester, he's a clown, he's a jester. And you know what, buddy? Keep that shit away from me. I'm the only clown here. This clown town ain't big enough for the both of us. You got it, buddy? This is my job. This is my house. I'm gonna go with 1 a.m. Melancholy Reconnection. I don't know, I like this man. I really do. I think he's fascinating. I think he's a fascinating study. I want to take a bit of his skin off and put it under a microscope and see if anything crawls on it, you know? I think he might be the same thing they make that really clear iridescent glitter out of. Hi, Pam. I wish that I could give this woman a good ranking. I wish she had a heart that I uncovered, but I truly have not found it. I've been digging through her bones and I have not found shit. All I found was liver disease. And you know what? I can respect that. I just don't understand what is going on here. I really don't. Where is she getting the money from? Because it's obviously not Penny. Where is she getting the money to keep this up from? I think that she runs an online gambling scheme. That would be my vibe. I get a lot of online gambling scheme vibes from her. Throwing out money and barking out orders. She's like, get me another cigarette and 20 stacks of ones, baby. Make it quick, make it snappy. I've only got a couple years left, you know? Her back in the day, she used to be a scammer, okay? She would scam men constantly. And when one day she kind of got a little bit too into that alcohol, she found the other ways she knew. She started making these beautiful gambling rooms. She started making these beautiful poker tables. And she converted it to an online format with the help of Morris. I believe that these two are in cahoots as well. I believe that Morris helped her because he helps run the JoJo art websites. So now they're in partnership, but I think at some point Pam is going to murder him and take his money and frame him for this, and then eventually escape, having no longer been associated with the gambling thing, and live her life in retirement. HBO Max ad for another show before the show you want to watch, I think. Definitely. Penny. You know, okay, I love her for her little relationship with Maru. I love that she takes care of the kids, but this woman rubs me the wrong way. I will not lie to you. She has such a weird place in my mind. She lives in the abscesses of an old abandoned theme park in my brain. Penny has such a sweet disposition to her, and I know that she's not hiding anything, which makes her very boring to me. You know, I want somebody with a secret. I want somebody with some fun, spooky vibes to her. And all she has is this repetitive life, and you try to help her, you try to get her out of it, but she will never leave it. She's stuck in this time loop of wanting more but never looking out for it, you know? I'm the kind of person who likes to take risks, and she just doesn't, and we don't get along for that reason. Although I do think that Penny is doing good work at the school, I will support her in any way possible. I just don't think we're ever gonna mesh personality-wise. I think that she is far too... I think her answer in the trolley problem is to kill 5 people so she doesn't have to make the decision, you know what I mean? You know, that kind of person. I'm gonna go with Youth Pastor, who might be fruity, because she is fruity, and she does give off extreme Youth Pastor vibes, 100%. Do we have to talk about Pierre? I could have not made this video, to be clear with you. I could have not made this video because I knew I was going to be hateful. Like, I just have bloodlust for this man. I have so much violence in my heart for this man, okay? What the hell does he think he's doing? He has on this certain mask. He thinks he's getting away with it perfectly. He thinks everybody in the town is in love with him. He thinks everybody in the town is going to fall on their knees and start sucking his dick, okay? I don't understand. I don't get this. I don't get this life that he thinks he's leading. Who does he think he is? Why does he think that he's loved? Why does he think he has some kind of hold on this town because he's the only non-Jojo Mart option? I don't care. I will fish my fish out of the fucking sea. I will get my mixed seeds from the goddamn dirt. You've been a horrible father to Abigail. You've been a horrible husband. I think that you have not been paying attention to anybody in your family for years. I think you've let them rot. I think you built that church so you could seal them away in there and pretend that you're giving them to God. God does not listen to you, Pierre. Pierre's ego is far bigger than he can carry, and one day it will weigh him down when he is trying to run away. I think that Pierre has a lifetime of hell coming for him, and it will be me who straps him down to the table and finally gets him gone, okay? Z Library, fuck you, Pierre. Fuck all these men. What is his name? What's this man's name? He looks like a bug. Is it really? God damn, he looks so sad. Birthday unknown. This poor fucker. Okay. Cool. Again, I also did this man's quest. I completed all of Ginger Island, including getting all the walnuts, okay? I know these people. Do I remember their names? No. This is really interesting. He is a Professor Snail, certainly. This man is a snail. I don't know how else to say that to you. He's got them snail eyes. I just feel like he would be a character that would be introduced to the Big Bang Theory, where they think that they're gonna appeal to a broader audience with him, but everybody just hates him. And I hate the Big Bang Theory, okay? If they showed me this guy, I would hate it more. I don't hate him in the game, alright? I really don't. I think this is a fun little guy. I think he is just a fun little creature. I think he's small. I think you could kick him around like a softball. I feel like this man is a very odd example of somebody that I would hate in theory but don't hate. He's got such a snively, like, stuck up look to him, but he also just seems so frail. I don't want to hurt him. He's frail. He looks like he would say, please, please, I haven't been outside in years. Please, please, I haven't seen the sunlight in years and my bones are deteriorating. You cannot kick me. I will die. I haven't had the sweet taste of pasta in my mouth since 1989, you know? What the fuck is he doing? What is he doing out here? God, he's so sad. Can I do something for you? I feel the need to help him, even though I don't really like him. I just feel like he needs somebody. Somebody needs to help him. No, he's just trying to get to me. I'm gonna put him in 1 a.m. Melancholy Reconnection. I don't know why he's up so high. I feel awful, okay? This is really deteriorating me. Holy shit. I feel like they're gonna crucify him. I feel like they're gonna put him on the cross and nail him to it if I don't do something here. Robin. We've all thought about it, man, okay? We've thought about breaking up marriages. Everybody who is into women in this game has, okay? Robin? They didn't make her dateable for what? They didn't make this woman dateable for fucking what? I don't understand. I don't get this. I don't understand why we've been deprived of Robin, because she is so... Why does Demetrius get to have this woman? I don't understand. This is very fucking twisted. Look at this woman, okay? I want her. God, I think everybody agrees with this. I really do. I think everybody is a little bit attracted to Robin Stardew Valley. Something about a woman who looks like she has a scar on her stomach from a bear is so fucking gay. I hate this. I hate this. Look at her. Look at her. Don't tell me that you wouldn't come out to your parents immediately if this woman so much as stared at you. I'm sorry. Jesus. Anyway. Hi, Sam. Sam is my son, okay? I raised Sam. Sam is my son. This man is my son. Look at his stupid haircut. You know what kind of parent would allow him to have that stupid haircut? Me. That's a dumbass haircut. I'm proud of him, alright? He is one of the sweetest people in Stardew Valley. Truly, I believe that. He is so kind. He is so sweet from the get-go. He is a great employee at the library. This is the model man. I hope that he does great with Sebastian if that's who he wants to go for. If he wants to go for Abigail or anybody, I don't care. He's gonna get a little bachelor degree in architecture, I think. He looks like he volunteers to help clean up beaches and stuff. This is the model citizen of Stardew Valley. He is such a sweetheart. He is literally such a sweetheart, but I do feel like he is a child. I could not see people marrying Sam because this is an infant to me. I care for him. I want to make him dinner. I want to make him some soup, and I want to send him home to go study. He's never done anything wrong in his life, and that concerns me. So, Sam, I'm gonna go ahead and put you in convincing a small child of a harmless lie. I think you're an adorable little guy. I will protect you with my life. That's my son. Sandy. I'm about to go all Robin again. Holy shit. I know her and Emily are fucking... Like, they totally brought in the desert, and they were like, okay, you know what we're gonna do? You know what me, Concerned Ape, the developer of this game, is gonna do? We are going to make a woman that is so insanely radiant. She looks like she would be a Greek goddess. She is Hera. She is Persephone of the underworld. Okay, I don't know what to say about her other than this woman is not of this earth. She is stunning. She looks like she was carved out of marble. Baby, that's Sandy. That is a Sandy special. You're only gonna get it from Sandy. She digs up gems from beneath the ground where there were certainly no gems. She just makes them with her hands. She doesn't think she's doing it, but every time she sticks her hand in the sand, a gem comes out of it. This woman invented the air fryer. There is no way that you can make an air fryer and not be full of yourself, but she is. She doesn't understand her power. Sandy, thank you for the air fryer. That was a great invention. Andrew Tate's mugshot. I'm in love with you. Sebastian. I relate to Sebastian. He's the only other emo bitch in this town. This guy saw My Chemical Romance when they were on the Black Parade tour. He snuck out of his house to do it. Robin thought he was missing for 6 days and he was just in Baltimore. I really don't know if they went to Baltimore, but I feel like that's the most likely place for him to be. I see why you would really like Sebastian, because I think that we are good friends. I think that me and Sebastian get along quite well. He's quite closed off at the beginning. I just hate when his ass doesn't come out for 3 days when you're trying to start a new save file. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. I know you know that song. Come out, little bitch. I miss you. I miss you. This guy's a great friend though. I love him. I love his affinity for frogs. I love the way that we can play on the computer together. He's got 2 little computers. I want to come in and I want to hang out with him and I want to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show in his home with him. Sebastian, I love you. I think you're great. I think you are a great spouse to my friends. I think you're fun. I think you're adorable. I hope that you are living your life the best way possible, and I hope that you're able to go to the reunion tour for MCR. I appreciate you. I'm gonna put him in convincing a small child of a harmless lie. He would. Shane... Okay. I am not the I can fix him type, okay? I'm not gonna do shit. However, I respect Shane from a distance. You know what? I understand what it's like to be going through it. I understand where he's coming from. I like that he gives you blue chickens. I think that's fun. I'm a chicken bitch. I love chickens. I think that it's worth getting to know Shane. Absolutely 100%. I think that he's a good friend to have. I just don't understand why so many people make his problems their problem. Go to the Pelican Town therapist. I am asking you to take care of yourself, because if you don't want to get better, I cannot help you. I cannot help you with shit, buddy. I'm sorry. But I do like being his friend, even though sometimes it is a little bit hard. You know, I like seeing him get better. And I also do like how Concerned Ape betrayed mental illness. I won't lie to you. I think that was very good. He's not for me. He's a good friend. I like his chickens. Also, please be better to Joss. She is very weird and she needs help. Shane is an easy one for me. Shane is 1 a.m. melancholy reconnection along with Joss. Like, I think that we would be friends that would catch up later on. And I would be really glad for him. I would be glad that he got better, you know? Ooh. I don't like him. Vincent? Is that his name? It's Vincent, right? I swear I'm not looking this up because I need to know his name. I know his name is Vincent. However, I just need to find the specific screenshot of him from one of his heart events. Where's the picture? Thank you so much, Flibse. I hope I said your name right for uploading this spring onion. Why do his hands look like that? That's all I got. HBO Max ad. Just because of the hands. I think they're very weird. Willie. Oh my god, Willie. I love Willie. Okay, Willie does not get the appreciation he deserves. I would love to go out on the deck and smoke a cigarette with him at 10 a.m., okay? He gives you your first fishing pole for free after being gone forever just because he loves fishing so much. He is passionate. This guy is passionate about his work. I think that he is such a kind, beautiful little soul. I think that he has such a sprightly attitude to him, okay? Willie is going to to be your grandpa way more than George ever will. Way more than anybody else will ever take care of you, okay? This guy, he is fantastic. I love you, sweet angel boy, okay? This is the 40-year-old man in the little guy's channel. I feel like he's one of those people that you'd be able to share anything with and he wouldn't judge you. Like, he's been through it in his life. Willie will show you the light, but he will show you the dark as well. He will not shy away from his past, but he will also not mention it to you. He is truly the most open book you could possibly get to, and he will give you all of his advice. He has committed so much tax fraud, but it's okay. It's okay this time, okay? Willie is left off the hook. You see what I did there? See the hook? I'm so tired. Willie is like the lily of the valley in Animal Crossing, something that would show up when you know you're doing good. Willie is going to be your guide. I hope that he feels happy and healthy and exciting, and he has a beautiful ending to his story, okay? Willie, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Convincing a small child of a harmless lie, 100%. I love him. He is perfect to me. I feel like the wizard, I'm gonna go all in on the wizard, okay? First of all, you knew that Caroline was vulnerable because of her weird-ass husband who you don't like. You have not been parenting her child that you gave her, Mr. Rasmodius. You have not even contributed to the community center at all, even though you know what's going on. I know full well you do. You have an ex-wife who is flying on a broomstick now because of your ass. You are weird. You are weird. I don't know why everybody is in love with you, because nobody has seen the true you, I guess. I just see a low-life, deadbeat father. I see a horrible ex-husband. I see a man who has not paid alimony in years. The Junimos probably don't like his ass either. I don't think they like his ass. I feel like I recall that. Maybe I'm recalling it wrong, but I feel like they don't like him. And you know what? They're right for that. What is he doing? Why does he have to lock himself away? Is it because nobody likes him? Is it because nobody's giving him the respect that he thinks he deserves because he's this powerful wizard who can talk to the Junimos? Is it because nobody's laying at his feet licking his boots? No. No, it's not going to be me either, buddy, okay? Once you decide to be a decent human being, maybe somebody will give you the respect that you are looking for, but until then, you don't get excuses to stay away from your dad and husband duties just because you can do a little magic. I don't think so. Yeah, he's looking down at the ground. He won't look me in the eye because he knows what he did. Fuck you, Rasmodius. Get some help. Youth pastor who might be fruity though, because he has my access to the Junimos and they are my children. That is every Stardew Valley character ranked. I'm sorry that this video is probably extremely long. I don't know what to say about that. I have a lot of things to say. Thank you for watching it. I appreciate all of you guys who stick around for the Stardew Valley and other game content, even when you only subscribe for the Animal Crossing content. And if you're new here, I do Stardew Valley sometimes, but I mostly do Animal Crossing. However, I'm just as rude when I play Animal Crossing, so maybe you'll like it. Thank you for watching this video. Stay safe, stay wonderful. Thank you to all of my beautiful members. Remember, you are so loved, you are so cool, and this is a safe space always. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.